Lucas Tosseri managed to get the pole position, but Rafael Bayatos from the General Motors is next to him. Sarah Ashen is in 3rd position, and the Galmazzori team managed to get 5th and 6th position. But everything can change because now the race starts. The safety car goes into the pits and the race is off.
And we come across Brabham straight and across the finish line for the first time.
Sarah Ashen lost 1 position in the first corner. That's a close defense there. So the Carbons team have the 1st and the 3rd position. We are going too wide for 2 cars in that area. Sam goes back to 3rd. So that one has a good overtake, but also Lucas loses 1 position to Rafael Bayatos. We will see a lot of great effort. Speaking of 1, Lucas goes for...
the race. Oh, big one on Mysterio on that, and he gets a bad exit as well.
And that
he might lose 2 positions from this.
Yeah, that gives an opportunity for Sarah.
Oh, he goes wide.
That was very close. But alright. One of the carbon cars goes for something that does not end up well. Tosseri has a really good lead now, about 3 seconds. But let's see what happens behind him.
Ooh, late on the brakes. Goes wide, and they do a little switchback. Thought he was going to lose his position going so late on the brakes and going wide there through that turn.
Tosseri has a really good lead now, about 3 seconds. But if he do stuff like this, that might not stay like this.
That's a really strange mistake right there. No one's really pushing him, but he just a bit of understeer right there. Snap the wheel. He's back on track though.
But this is a replay of the first corner in the first snap from Amauricio.
Are these guys teammates here? That's number 1 rule. You don't want to take out your teammate.
This is a track that I feel like is like Trent mentioned it has all kinds of opportunities for drivers. So when you have a lot of cars, it's bound to happen that someone tries to do something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's a bit more, unforgiving with the grass runoffs. If your tire gets on that and you're going the throttle too much, it's really easy to spin out or go wide. So you definitely got to mind your P's and Q's when you go for your overtakes.
And there's another car.
There we go.
Exactly, just displaying exactly what you said.
And like Bayat in 3rd position is already like 1 second behind him, behind her. Oh, another
mistake, kinda right there going wide. That's really gonna make him lose time.
It's really interesting that he's making these mistakes because he's not really being pushed that hard, and he's in the lead of the race. That's really interesting. Like that, maybe something on the car he's not happy with. Yeah, and you can see the gap. Even just seeing it on track there, you can see that Sarah is definitely closing the gap there, first place.
She's even gaining time on 3rd place, so pushing really hard here.
Yeah,
pushing very hard. But you can see her lines are like are very smooth as well. She seems very happy with the car. In contrast to Lucas Tosseri there, who seems kind of, as we've seen a few times now, almost jittery with the car. Like, I don't know if it's the pressure or what, but
I mean, it has to be pressure when someone after a few laps already behind you in the first corner like this. Like, how much she gained in the previous lap. Like, since we mentioned that the gap is getting smaller and smaller, now in this lap it seems like that she's already behind him.
And look how tight to the line she is there. Just through Surtees there, she was so much tighter to the apex.
She's already below 1 second away from Tosseri.
I like the fact that she's using the full track. You know, she goes right up to the curb, doesn't go too much over it, and she's really using the circuit to her advantage, I think. So it should be interesting to see how he handles the pressure now that she's right behind him.
And indeed, if she can make a move. There's another slight moment of oversteer.
Alright.
And who are we looking at here?
Mauricio and the two. Whoa! The two Karmazik cars. The Karmazik team takes themselves out. One thing that interests me is what's gonna be the tire wear throughout the race. Because Sarah, for example, pushes the car a lot.
Yeah, she does.
So I'm interested to see how her tires will hold up for the second half of the race.
Interestingly, in these last 2 laps, like, the gap seems to have kind of almost maintained, and if anything, Sarah seems to have pulled back. Oh, what a big moment there.
Simo does the same mistake in 2 laps. Alright, let's see. Oh, the safety car is out, so that means that the full course yellow is on the way. That's gonna be interesting. So the rules are now very simple. Every car needs to line up behind the safety car, and until the safety car goes back to the pits, the race is kind of paused. So like lap wheels count, but you aren't sure when the safety car will pull in. So
this is really going to play into hands of Mauricio, because that gap between 3rd and 4th was quite extensive.
Yeah, this restart is going to be interesting, as well as the second half of the race, because you know, Sarah was pushing really hard on those tires, and now this gives them a chance to just kind of conserve it. We'll see how much, you know, Lucas has left and on the second half of the race here.
And we'll see it.
Goes in.
Yeah, and we'll see it right now. Let's see. Lucas is in 1st, Sarah is in 2nd, Biotos in 3rd, but let's see for how long.
Thanks for making me. And it goes up the inside on Panic Hill Bend. That's a really, really fast corner. You're going through there incredibly fast. Dive up the inside into
Sarah's gonna have a go.
And gets it done. Great move there by Ashion.
Tossari loses 2 positions actually, because he got forced to the outside. And Biotos took
he took
the opportunity.
I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah, he took the opportunity.
Ashion didn't get a good drive out of Surtees there. And might lose the position back again.
Yeah, Biotos goes for the position, gets it in the straight. Let's see what will happen after this. Does Tossari goes for the position as well? No, but it seems like that Mauricio goes for it. It's almost like what we saw in the first lap. Alright, let's see. Sarah goes for the inside.
Oh, they touch it.
And the same thing happens.
I think there's a bit of contact there. I'm not sure. Oh, and he comes back on the track and smacks
Now
right into a car.
there was. Now there was for sure. Very heavy contact actually. Alright. I guess Sarah has some trouble with grip now.
That was really strange. I mean, it's gonna take a while to get all that debris and all the grass and everything off those tires, so definitely gonna be struggling for grip when she comes back on the track. That was such a strange mistake to go wide there through that turn.
Mauricio is holding his position for the time being from the other General Motors driver. They are like shadows to each other, so let's see what's going on here. Whoa!
Cut in the corner quite a bit there. That was
both of them actually. Bayato's looking for the opportunity, I guess. Seems like he found one. But Tossari closes it.
Closes the door.
Yeah.
So that's what we say when we're referring to the marbles offline.
Tossari.
What in the world?
What?
That is such a weird breaking point. Oh, it goes wide!
Wide! Didn't lose the position, but definitely lost lots of time there.
See,
And gonna have dirty tyres now, coming out of Graham Hill Bend.
we are.
That's
But
the second time we've seen her just not necessarily unforced, but just maybe she's pushing, I don't know, struggling for grip like you were saying, but that's the second time she went wide. That's very strange.
Bayato's looking for the second position again, and Tossari tries to close the door, but he cannot do it right now. By Mauricio is behind the action right now. Not much. In fact, he is very close to Tossari.
I think Torresi, fighting for second, has definitely slowed them down a bit through the corners, and I think that has allowed, the middle pack just kind of to hang back right there in that, threatening zone of possibly being able to have an overtaking opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw in the first half of the race that the first three really pulled away, but because of the fact that they've been kind of battling together, they haven't really pulled away from the rest of the pack.
Oh, Sarah goes wide again.
Very wide.
There's definitely some trouble with what's going on? Another corner cut in the first corner. Mauricio overtakes Tossari with
Wow.
that.
The second half, Action's really been having some understeer problems. Like she's been like outbraking and
Oh yeah, and
not getting the car turned in time, and it's really costing her.
oh yeah, meanwhile Mauricio overtakes Tossari. Bayatos also overtakes Sarah.
It's all going off. We can't keep track of everything.
So let's see what goes on after this. She goes to the inside, and just like in lap 1. But let's see if this will be the same thing as in lap 1. Like that, does Bayatos look for position now? Or just like that, it's settled now? I'm pretty sure it's not the case here. Alright, let's see. Another corner cut. What's going on here, guys? Are we forgetting the rules book now?
It's so strange because it's not like you're going to get really much time through that corner on the exit because you're going to have so much debris on your tires.
Tossari forces his Mauricio wide. But let's see if this will actually benefit him in the straight. So far, so good. Let's see what happens in the first corner. This is the fight for third position.
Difficult go side by side on Paddock Hill Bend there.
Still side by side going to the first corner. Tossari has the inline, or like the
Get the move done.
Looks like he overtakes Mauricio. Meanwhile, the other General Motors driver also takes notice of that and gets the position from Mauricio. So Mauricio, with one illegal overtake, loses 2 positions in the next lap. Interesting.
Some dust kicked up there by someone. We didn't see who it was on the camera, but it was dust in the air.
Alright. Sarah is in first position. Let's see if she can hold it. Bantos is really close to her. Looking for the line that he can take left and right, but Sarah is closing the door left and right as well. We are in the final parts of the race. Only 1 corner and 2 straights. Not in that order, but let's see what will happen. Gonna brakes early. Matos gets close, but it's not gonna be enough, I feel. And that's it. Senna takes the lead. Rafael Bayatos finishes second. Lucas Tossari finishes third. Bayatos' teammate, the other General Motors driver, finishes fourth. And Simeo Amoricio finishes fifth.
Quite an action-packed race we had there.
Yeah.
The safety car definitely gave us a lot of tasty overtakes in the second part. I mean, all things considered, hats off to Sarah. That was a good recovery drive after going wide.
Lucas, out of frustration,
Not afraid
takes
of the polarity signs.
Really interesting that he's making these mistakes. He's not really being pushed that hard.
Oh, that's
What in the world? Max Verstappen is going.
oh. Magnussen and Nilsson crashed into each other.